Welcome to Top Speed. I'm your host Christy, and in our garage today is the 2008 Chrysler Sebring Limited Convertible. When I heard we're finally receiving a convertible to test drive, I was so excited. What makes this mid-size convertible even more exciting is that from the years 2001 through 2005, the Sebring was voted as the most popular convertible in the world, with nearly 40,000 produced per year. Chrysler manufactured the Sebring as a replacement for the Lebron in 1996. Now, in its third generation, Chrysler created a newer and more updated Sebring in the hopes of reclaiming its throne as the best-selling convertible on the market. Under the hood, the Sebring Limited is powered by a 3.5-liter V6, which is matched to a 6-speed automatic transmission with Shiftronic. For those of you who are worried about the fuel economy, the Sebring Limited has the MPG of 16 city and 26 highway. Starting price for the Sebring Limited is $32,000. Our test vehicle has a price of $37,000 because it has optional retractable hardtop, the luxury group package, and the electronics convenience group package. Now, let's go outside with Miles and check it out.
All right, we're here with the 2008 Chrysler Sebring convertible. Now, I know it looks like a hardtop, but it's a hardtop convertible. This is a $2,000 option over the usual cloth top, which is part of the limited package, which makes this just that much more of a nice car. In fact, we have pretty much all the options on this car. We consider this one loaded. Now, if you take a look at the car, there's going to be a lot of chrome, starting with the grille. Lots and lots of chrome, and what that says is big American luxury coupe. And that's what this car really wants to say. The hood has a lot of louvers in it. It's a nice touch. What it does is it doesn't make you go faster. It doesn't have any functional purpose except for the fact that it's a nice piece of design that takes away from just regular flat designed hood. Taking a look at the rest of the car, the bumpers have an integrated fog lamp in it. It's a simple design. It's clean. It looks nice. And when you get to the headlights, it's a clean lens design, which means Chrysler can pretty much do any shape they want, and they put just a nice design that'll house everything together. It has the turning lamp, the headlamp, and the bright lights all in one place. It's an interesting looking design. Doesn't really hold a specific shape. Nice little touch. Now as we move over through the side of the car, we get to a lot more chrome. We're going to talk the wheel right here. It's aluminum alloy, but it stands out. Everything on it's chrome, right down to the Chrysler badging. The car itself is clean and sleek as it goes all the way through. It has a couple nice little lines in the door that it takes all the way from one tire all the way down to the back end. Everything in the car, again, clean. Chrome door handles, and what's really a nice touch and actually a hallmark of the American coupe is that it has no B-pillar, which is that there's a window here and there's a window here, and when you put them both down, you have a nice big empty space here. It looks really nice, and when you're driving in the car and you have all the windows down, it just gives a really nice airy feeling in the car. Now, as we said before, this is a hardtop convertible. So what we're going to do is we're going to take down the top, and all it takes is one touch of a button. Now, what's really great about this is that that's it. I can touch the button, I can walk away. In fact, we can see how much space there's actually here in the trunk while the top's going down. It does take it a few moments. Not very loud, not much of a problem. Does it all on its own. Now that the roof is stowed away, why don't we take a look at what trunk space is left? What the Sebring's done here really well is that it's taken quite a large roof and it's compacted down to a point that we still have space for golf clubs, in fact. Again, this is a luxury coupe. You're going to be a professional, you might want to carry some golf clubs. So this has brought us down to the back end of the car. The back end is a clean design. More chrome again coming from the Chrysler badging, but other than that, it's clean. It keeps the old Speedster boat style where it comes back to a point here, but it's a clean design, not overly chrome, just a good piece of chrome, nice angles, simple. Bumper itself, not a thing on it. It just looks nice, it looks simple, it looks luxury.
Unfortunately, the retractable hardtop is offered as an optional feature. The good news is that this optional feature only costs about $2,000 more. This is a great price compared to what most manufacturers may charge you. Overall, the exterior of the Chrysler Sebring is more aggressive looking than its previous generation. It has a great combination of fun and luxury, which makes it a perfect weekend car. Now let's go back to Miles and take a look inside.
All right, so the inside of the Sebring brings in again that luxury feeling. They put it in this one. We have leather seats all throughout the car, but as you start to get right around the steering wheel here, you realize that the chrome idea, the theme is carried right on into the interior. There's chrome accents all along the steering wheel, along the sides, even in the door handles. A nice touch is the black dials on the white face gauges. That just always says it's a nice, clean design, and that actually even flows all the way over into the clock, and it sort of tries to bring more of this together. You have your faux wood. This is actually faux chrome, but so it just gives this nice feeling of, it still gives that luxury idea. Now, optional on our car here is our Sirius satellite radio with touchscreen. What this is it's actually what they call their My Gig system, which is their premium radio. It's a touchscreen for radio. You can have all sorts of information, but if you want to, you can also bring in your USB drive and plug it in there and use the radio as a hard drive. If you want more traditional methods, you can also put in CDs or DVDs, and that's nice and hidden right in the car here. Now going further down the dash, this is the climate control. It's nice, it's simple, it's well done, still keeps the chrome accents, but it's easy to understand, easy to use. It's just set your temperature and let it go. Tell you where you want the air to go, set your temperature, and that's how the car is going to work for you. A little storage bin there, nice, deep. You get to figure out what you want to use for it. As we come in here, we see some of the materials. This is actually a plastic on here, but it's a plastic with a decent grain to it. Chrysler is getting better with some of their grains, getting better with some of their plastics, and the Sebring here is a nice example. Looking at the cup holders are actually special only because they have a little extra feature where we have a button here where we can make our drinks cooler, or we can make our drinks hotter just simply by putting in the cup holder. It'll help with our temperature control. Now, as we move to the back here, we see there's actually good seating for 4. This is what I like to call the Mike Brady convertible, because back in the 50s, all the way through the 70s, people started realizing that they could have a second car. Families didn't just have to have the station wagon, so mom and dad got a car that was a little bit more fun, something that they could have on the weekends, and they can possibly put the kids in, but no friends were invited. And this is what the Sebring's all about. It's about giving you a convertible where you can have it on your daily, everyday drive, but when you want to, you have the option of having a convertible to put a few kids in the backseat, or for that matter, if you're a young professional, you can even take a few friends.
Even though this is the limited trim, the touchscreen audio system is not offered as a standard feature. This option is part of Electronics Convenience Group package for the price of $895. This package includes air conditioning with automatic control, automatic headlamps, My Gig multimedia system, hard disk drive, remote start system, universal garage door opener, and heated and cooled cup holders. Overall, the interior is luxurious and quite impressive. The seat and overall environment inside the Sebring is nothing short of comfortable. Let's go outside with Miles and see what he thinks of the drive.
Alright, so here we go with the test drive. Now we have a 6-speed automatic transmission. 6 speeds in an automatic is unusual for a car, but this is also because we have an auto stick here, which is that manumatic type transmission where if you want to, you can shift it lower and you can move the transmission around. It's almost as if you have a manual transmission. But if you bought this car, you don't want a manual transmission. This is your luxury convertible. You didn't go out and buy a Boxster. This is not supposed to be aggressive. This is supposed to be for cruising with friends out in the open sun. And that's what this car does well. The ride is a little bit cushy, which is good. You don't want it to be aggressive. You want everybody to feel comfortable, and that's exactly what it does. The steering wheel, you got the nice faux wood that it has a good grip to it. Everything is nice. The steering is nice, light. You're not wrestling the steering wheel as if you were in a sports car. You know where everything's going. You can feel everything, but it's a nice luxury feel. Now also, when you're looking at the steering wheel, it looks very plain. You would think in a luxury car you get other options where you're able to do some navigation. In this car you actually do. It's just on the back side of the steering wheel. That's where you have all the navigation, again, for your radio. So as I said before, the car is not meant to be an aggressive car, so the seats also are nice and comfortable. They don't have the side bolsters to say if you threw the car into a turn, it doesn't keep you in the seat quite as well. You'll move around a little bit more, but that's okay. You're not looking to take a turn at 100 miles an hour. You're looking to just be out in a nice, airy place to enjoy the sunshine, go to the beach, and take a few friends. And so that's all we have for the test drive of our Sebring convertible.
Thank you, Mouse. In conclusion, the 2008 Chrysler Sebring is a great cruising vehicle. It is a rather nice improvement from the last generation. The interior is luxurious and simple, and the exterior is sleek and fun. What more could you want from a perfect weekend car? Well, that's all we have for today on the 2008 Chrysler Sebring Convertible Limited. Tune in next time for our next test drive.